Hello there and welcome back to another Call of Duty video, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about the perk system and breaking it down, how it works, how you get your additional perks and how many perks we're using, and probably a couple of tips of which perks I would recommend using in multiplayer beta at the moment. So if you want to find all of that out, definitely stick around. If you do like the video and you find it insightful at the end, please press that like button. And if you do want to stay up to date with all the latest tips and guides from Modern Warfare 2, the beta and the game when it releases, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you stay up to date on all my latest content, guys, alright? But let's hop straight into it. Right, guys, so into the perks. So as you can see, there's not your standard 3, there's 4. If we go into the packs, first things you're going to see are different versions of the perks. So you've got ones that are created for you. So you've got the Assault, the Phantom, Hunter, Deadeye, Support and Sniper. Okay, so these are pretty much created for certain play styles. So you could just go with your standard version here, okay? However, what I've managed to create my own. So if we want to create our own, we'll go into here, okay? So this is the first set that it gives me. Now, the way that it works is you start off with 2 perks. You load into the game, you have 2 perks. Everyone has 2 perks. Your selected perks that you can have in the first 2 slots are here. Overkill, where you get 2 primary weapons. Double time, which should increase your speed duration and increase the crouch movement speed by 30%. Didn't actually know that. Battle hardened, so it helps you be more immune to like your tacticals, which are your flash, your stuns, etc., EMPs. Scavenger, as we know, replenishes your ammo and throwing knives from dead enemies. Next up, you got EOD, which protects you against non-kill streak explosives. So you got like your grenades, everything else. Tracker, so you can see enemy footsteps. Strong arm, which is a new perk. You get to see a preview of the trajectory of thrown equipment. So essentially, if you're about to throw a Semtex or a tactical, you get to see the trajectory and how far it's going to go. And lastly, extra tactical, which just gives you 1 additional tactical. Right, guys, so as I said, you go into the game, you start off with 2 perks. Next up, you get what we call your bonus perk. So your bonus perk is essentially your 3rd perk, and these are additional perks that you get later on within the game. So you start off, you've got Resupply, as we all know, replenishes your tactical and lethals. Spotter, so it allows you to spot enemy claymores or proximity mines or C4s. Cold-blooded, which allows you to not be detected by drones or seen through thermal scopes. Fast hands, which increases your reload speed, equipment use, and weapon swap faster as well. Quick fix, so every time you kill an enemy, your health starts to regenerate from that point on. And focus, which reduces your flinch when you're aiming down sight, and it gives you an extra longer period to hold your breath when you're sniping. And last but not least, we've got your ultimate perks. The way to look at your ultimate perks are the perks that are a bit OD, they're a bit overkill, they're really strong basically, look at it that way. So in here you've got High Alert, which allows you to detect which direction an enemy is looking at you. Ghost, so you stay off enemy UAVs and heartbeat sensors. Hardline, so your kill streaks cost 1 less kill or 125% less if you're using a score streak, sorry. Overclock, which is something new. I say new, they just given it a different name. It essentially means the recharge for your field upgrades is recharge quicker, roughly about 40%. Survivor, so this is something that is definitely new, which was back in other Call of Duties. It's basically Last Stand. For those of you who know Last Stand, as your opponent kills you, you just go down in a down state. The difference is, back in those days, you had a pistol and you could actually kill your enemy whilst you're in a down state, but you would inevitably die. Here, Survivor allows you to regen yourself rather than killing the enemy. And lastly, definitely a new perk is Bird's Eye. Now what Bird's Eye allows you to do is you get a bit more of a zoomed out look on your minimap, and when, for example, you pop a UAV or if a teammate pops a UAV, the UAV come up with arrowheads like you've got an advanced UAV. However, it's still a standard UAV. You can just see the direction that the enemies are looking on your minimap, which I think is pretty cool. It's definitely a good perk to use. So that's how essentially your perks work. Just to clarify, you load in with 2 basic perks. After 4 minutes you get your bonus perk, and then I believe after 8 minutes from the start of the game you get your ultimate perk. Okay, so essentially after 8 minutes of you playing in that same match, you then get your ultimate perk and every other perk at that point too. In terms of what I think personally, I think that it's not a bad idea. It does stop, for example, as we all know, Ghost is pretty overpowered, so it does help people staying on your minimap for the majority of the game. So in that sense, yeah, it is pretty cool. I think I probably would have preferred if they just had 3 perks and then an additional perk that you get as you build your score. I think if you had a score system, I think that would work a bit better, because it just means, you know, the harder you grind, the harder you work, the quicker you get your perks. I think it's rewarding in that sense, whereas it just being on a timely basis, there's no real reason. You just know, okay, after 4 minutes I'm going to get this perk, after 8 minutes I'm going to get this perk. Like, why? I don't see the reason behind it. Other than that, I think the perk selection that they got for this year is good. It's similar to what we've had in the past couple of years, especially with Warzone and Modern Warfare, so I don't see any difference. Do I want Dead Silence as a perk? No, it would just be left redundant, because no doubt there will be a counter for it. I don't see any other big counter for it at the moment, probably Cold-Blooded, but other than that, even so, or maybe High Alert, I think it was. Yeah, for me, I keep it as it is. But yeah, guys, that's essentially how the perk system works within Modern Warfare 2. If they do change anything within the full game when it releases, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you stay up to date on all other tips and tricks and guides that I'll dish out for you guys, okay? If you do like the video and you found it at all insightful, please hit that like button for me, and drop down in the comments below what you guys think about this new perk system. Is it a W? Is it an L? Let me know, guys, alright? But I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Peace.